So I noticed the biggest change, and this is being 100% real, after you went to Umrah. After you came back from Umrah that first time, skin got right. He was like, yo,
my skin was always beautiful.
He was like, yo, get the black seed in the joint from Black and Gold. Was it
Seymour's gold.
So like, I noticed that first trip to Umrah was a lot for you. And you went with the SQ, right?
Yeah, well, he went with me.
Yeah.
I'm the big Don.
Gotcha.
We went with a beautiful group, man. We went with a beautiful group.
That was the first time, right?
Yes, mashallah.
How was that experience, right? And that was your first time going to Umrah. How was that experience in contrast to your second experience? Like, how was?
It's the greatest moment of my life. It's the greatest moment of my life. I literally can't explain it. You have to go. You have to ask Allah. You have to, starting today. If you haven't already, I want y'all to make part of y'all supplication to beg and ask Allah to invite y'all to Medina and Mecca. There's no one that can do an interview with you that can make you understand how beautiful and how important it is to just smell the air in Medina and to pray in Medina and Mecca and to hear the call to prayer and to pray in the, like, there's no answer for that. Yep. And even for me, like somebody said, I'll never forget, somebody said, is it a dream come true? And I said, no, it's bigger than a dream come true, because I never dreamed I would go. I never once thought in my life I was going to go.
So how'd you know going the first time?
Only one way to go. Allah has to invite you.
What was the process to that?
Cause you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah. No.
Let me tell you something. It's people that live out there that got all the money in the world that never been to Umrah or Hajj. It's people who live in Mecca who've never been.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy to even think that?
That's crazy.
It's people who live out there who have more money than all of us put together who've never been. This religion is perfect, brother. So it's like you go when Allah invites you. You know what I'm saying? But we also know the importance of praying. You know what I'm saying? You have to pray. You have to, because I can't answer that. Like, I was just talking to the imam about that just now while I was eating downstairs, and he was like, yo, when did, tell about the feeling when you found out, like, and for me, it was different. Like, I was a speaker at the Muslim of the World convention. Shout out to the whole Muslim of the World, my team, my family, my brother Sajjad, my whole team over there. But he booked me to come to speak at the convention. And when I got done at the convention, the brothers approached me about Umrah. But it wasn't like, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't even a thought from me. And then when it became a reality, even when I agreed and everything, it was still like, until I got there, it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still like, man, they gonna catch me at the border and send me back or something. They not letting me, you know what I mean? I just was like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's the most beautiful thing in the world, man. I'm not even trying to be like weird or nothing, but I don't even know how to answer to explain it. All I can say is the most beautiful thing in the world. One of the most amazing moments for me is when we pulled up to our hotel and I got off the bus in Medina. And the first thing I noticed was how pure the air was. Like, the air smelled and tasted so beautiful.
It's a calm city.
Oh,
city's so
it's the most beautiful place.
Medina's not the one like where they got the buses going.
No, that's Mecca.
That's Mecca. Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's a big difference. To me, it was a big difference between Mecca and Medina. Like, I love both, but my affinity for Medina is definitely different. Like, I really felt like the things that you say, that you see in the change in me, I attribute to that too, because I never prayed so hard in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was hearing stuff out there. I just believed everything even more. You know how, like, you hear stuff like in the masjid or at home, you believe it, but you like, all right, mom. You know what I mean? But when you sitting in Medina and like it was like one day, it was like, cause don't get me wrong, I never professed to be no scholar. That's the beauty of being Tone Trump. That's the beauty of being I'm the Muslim Don. So you know what I mean?
I'm not scholar.
Yeah, I don't have all these restrictions and all that stuff like that. Like that's a tough life them brothers gotta live. And I want to make that clear, especially on a big platform like this.
Absolutely.
I don't aspire to do any of that, man. I'm just a striving, praying Muslim.
Yep.
I'm a recovering, hustling gangster, whatever you want to, you know what I mean? But I love Allah, I fear Allah, and I so bad want to be a great Muslim. But I'm not trying to pretend like it's not even something I want to do or desire to do. I love the space.
You set the foundation for those people. You set the foundation so that those people can do that.
And if I got a little brother in my hood that aspires to do that, I'm going to put them next to the little brothers that I know that are, aspiring scholars and different people I know. But for me, it's like when I was in Medina and somebody would say to me, on this night, whatever you ask Allah for, you're going to get. Like, you believe it a little different. You know what I mean? So when I was
yeah.
praying, like when I was done praying in Medina, I was like, yo, it's about to be on. I'm getting all that stuff.
Wait
like,
till I get
you know, cause people be fronting. Like, you know, people be like,
Yeah.
oh, I pray for peace. I pray for great health.
Yeah.
I pray for wealth.
Yep.
I pray for things that probably people be like, yo, bro, if I put it on Instagram, they probably be like, yo, brother, you shouldn't pray for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm praying for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's my faith in the law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it came to you.
It can't. You see this Frank Mueller? They got,
Hey, yo,
Frank Mueller. Hey, but
the Young and Muslim podcast was hating on me. I got a brand new Frank Mueller, and they put me on this side. They didn't want my watch to show, but mashallah, I thank Allah for my watch and all the beautiful things in my life.
But when I went to Umrah, I believe like 2 years ago, and then the best thing that I loved was that when you're there by the membar, they said a little piece of heaven is in the mosque of the Prophet, right? I was just like, how do I get there? You feel me? Like, I'm trying to get a taste of that.
Bro, we was rumbling to get there, bro.
People fighting. And then as soon as you walk past that piece of Jannah, you see 3 of the greatest men who ever lived. Our Prophet,
subhanallah, subhanallah.
And so is the other Khalifas. So you're sitting there, everybody just waving at them. You know what I mean? So you're there and you're making promises to like, yo, you know, I promise to, you know, change my life.
I was up there, Joe boy, at it, bro. I'm talking about, I'll never, ever again. I was going at it, bro. Like, but you know what we gotta do, man? Imagine if you pray like that every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine if you prayed with that conviction every single day, bro.
Yeah. I actually heard something interesting. Someone said that, you know, not everybody is going to be destined to get to go to Hajj or to Umrah. And they were saying that you can actually have it where you are. You need to be able to manifest that sort of praying and that sort of strength within, no matter where you are. So even if you never make it there, Allah can even give you the reward of going there just from the sincerity of your prayers and the intensity of you wanting to go and praying like you want to be there.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can actually get the reward for Hajj every morning. Because when you wake for Fajr and you pray the Sunnah and then you read from the Fajr time all the way to the sunrise, if you read that whole time and pray Sunnah, that's like you performing Hajj.
I hear that, but I'm glad I got to go.
Yeah. I'm still trying to go, right?
Like, I mean,
Alhamdulillah.
y'all keep doing that in your room. I'm going back to Mecca. Inshallah. You know, and I pray Allah blesses everybody watching this, everybody listening to this. I pray that they all get invited, man. I pray that for everybody. Cause one thing I will say, man, when I was out there, I ain't see nobody that looked like me. I ain't see nobody that dressed like me. I didn't see people that look like they came from my world or my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I pray that I go one day and I do see that, you know what I'm saying? Because that would be beautiful, man. Like, you know, like, cause people was out there looking at me like I was an alien, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I walk in certain places, like they never seen nobody with tattoos on their face and hands. So like, I had to deal with that. And that's something that used to upset me in America, but I embraced it out there. Like I was just such in a happy space, nothing upset. Like out here, like if I'm in like, let's say like down south somewhere and I walk in the masjid and I see somebody looking at my tattoos, I get so defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out there, I was just so loving and just, I was like, you just can't, it's impossible to even be on some type of like, that type of time. You know what I'm saying? But imagine taking that mindset, like I said about the praying thing, not just, you know, the reminder benefits the believer, and my mouth is closer to my ears than y'all, so I'm reminding myself as well. I'm not like preaching to y'all brothers, I'm telling myself as well. Imagine if we all just prayed with that conviction and was as grateful and as nice. Like, you know what I mean? I remember walking one day and not wanting to spit on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally went to go, so I was like, oh no, I ain't spit on the ground. You know what I mean? And that's not no rule or nothing, but it's just, you feel like it's so beautiful and sacred that I didn't even want to spit in the ground.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I get back to America, you know, I'm out the airport, I'm throwing stuff out the window. You know what I mean? Eat something. It's like, damn, that quick. But imagine if I kept that mind state. Imagine if I treated everywhere like Medina. Cause that's what we really supposed to do.
Salam everybody, thank y'all for watching the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all want to see more content just like this, make sure that you subscribe. Also like, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. And more videos.
More videos.
More videos.
Like
right here in the bottom. More videos. Alright, I'll try again.